Hey, I'm Andy. We're back with another unboxing, unpacking, and this time we are going to start the collector's boosters of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So yeah, I've heard that for this set, the power creep for this is pretty high, actually. But I remember seeing some cards in the spoilers, but obviously I don't remember them off the top of my head. So yeah. I currently don't have like the set boosters or anything with this set, so all I have are the collector's boosters, and I got this from a different source than I usually get my magic stuff from, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, it is gonna be hopefully completely random in terms of what I'm gonna get, so yeah, we're just gonna see if we get some cool stuff. We probably are, but yeah, the collector's boosters for Outlaws of Thunder Junction, if I can open this up nicely. Alright, so we're going to open up 3 packs for this video, as I usually do with these collector's boosters. So yeah, like I said, hopefully we get some cool stuff. Alright, here we are. Start with the first pack. Now, these packs do have like the little open cut there, because like it is like for the ones with the cut there, it is hard to open up the way I usually open it up, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But oh well, we're just gonna it's hard. See, like it always just breaks open earlier than intended, I guess. I don't know, but I feel like it wants you to open it all the way across. I don't know, I just have issues opening with that. But anyways, first pack of Outlaws. Let's see, it's should I just go, we'll just go like this, right? I think that's how, yeah, that's how they did it last time. It's been a while since I've opened up collector's boosters, so. Alright, first card. We got the Harrier Strix for a blue. So it's flying. Whenever this enters the battlefield, tap target permanent, and then 2 blue, draw a card, then discard a card. Alright. Most of these are going to be foil anyway, so. Next up is the Rooftop Assassin for 3 black, flash, flying lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target creature and opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Alright. Next up is Seize the Secrets for 2 blue. This spell costs 1 less to cast if you committed a crime this turn, and the crime is targeting opponents. Anything they control and or cards in their graveyard is a crime. Okay. And just draw 2 cards. Sounds pretty easy to do it in Outlaws, but next up, we got Overzealous Muscle for 4 black. Whenever you commit a crime during your turn, this gains indestructible until the end of turn. Alright, with the uncommons, we got a Shifting Grift for blue, and then Spree. Choose 1 or more additional costs, and then +2, exchange control of 2 target creatures. +1 is exchange control of 2 target artifacts, and +1 is exchange control of 2 target enchantments. Alright, is that even? Yeah, that's even. Next up is Caught in the Crossfire for red, and this is Spree. I assume Sprees will have the same double color. Like this one was red, the previous one was blue. So this one, +1, Caught in the Crossfire, deals 2 damage to each outlaw creature. And then +1 is, what did I say +1 for? So yeah, +1 is deals 2 damage to each outlaw creature. And then another +1 is Caught in the Crossfire, deals 2 damage to each non-outlaw creature. Okay. Next up is Neutralize the Guards for 2 black. Creatures target opponent controls get -1/-1 until end of turn, surveil 2. Next up is our land, the Full Art Foil Mountain. Alright, we'll put that there. Next up is we got the alternate art, like the wanted art style for 2 blue Repulse. Return target creature to its owner's hand, draw a card. Alright, we'll put that there. Ooh, we got a foil version too. So we got Savage Smash for 1 red green. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 on end of turn. It fights target creature you don't control. Alright. I do like how that the alternate art is like very thematic to the set. And it's always different per set too. So next up is our first rare. We got a Seraphic Steed for green-white. First strike lifelink. Whenever this attacks while saddled, create a 3/3 white angel creature token with flying. And then saddle is 4. So tap any number of other creatures you control with total power 4 or more. And this mount becomes saddled until end of turn. Saddle only as a sorcery. A lot of new mechanics in this set, actually. We got the spree, we got the saddle, and then there's a lot of other terms as well. So next up is okay. Well, I think this happened. I mean, this didn't happen a lot, but I felt like this happened not too long ago, where we got like the foil we got one version of the rare. And then in the same pack, we got another version. So we got another Seraphic Steed. I'm not going to explain what it does since we just got it. So, okay. That's a weird coincidence. Hopefully it's not another one, but we got Embrace the Unknown for 2 red. Exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. And it has Retrace. All right, let's see the... Oh, this card seems damaged. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a hairline scratch right here. Weird. I don't know if you can see it. It's like very faint. But let's see the token. We got a human cleric. Okay, lifelink haste. And then we got a treasure token. Oh, I'll just put that here. So next card is a Dust Bowl. It's a land. Add that. 3 tap, sacrifice a land, destroy a target non-basic land. Okay, cool. Next up is Pillage the Bog. That artwork looks cool. For black-green, look at the top X cards of your library where X is twice the number of lands you control. Okay. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, and plot is 1 black-green. Don't know what plot means. I assume it's a new mechanic as well, but... Alright, on to the second pack. The middle pack, the penultimate pack. Whatever you want to call it for this video, so... Alright. We got some interesting stuff so far. First up is... the Quilled Charger for 3 red. Whenever this attacks while saddled, it gets +1/+2 and gains menace until end of turn, and then saddle is 2. Next up, we got a Spring Splasher. That's lovely art. For 1 blue, whenever this attacks, target creature defending player controls gets -3/-0 until end of turn. Next up is Slick Shot Vault Buster for 2 blue. Vigilance. This gets +2/+0 as long as you've committed a crime this turn. Okay. Next up is Hard Bristle Bandit for 1 green. Tap, add 1 mana of any color, and then whenever you commit a crime, untap this. This ability triggers only once each turn. Alright, uncommons, we got a Gold Rush for 1 green. Create a treasure token. Until end of turn, up to 1 target creature you control, or up to 1 target creature gets +2/+2 for each treasure you control. Okay, it doesn't need to be creatures you control, so... this town ain't big enough for 4 blue. This spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a permanent you control. Return up to 2 non-land permanents to their owner's hands. So this costs 3 less to cast if it target. It doesn't. You don't need to target both. You just need to target 1 to make it cost 3 less. Okay, that's interesting. Next up is Vile Smasher, Gleeful Grenader. For black-red. Whenever another outlaw enters the battlefield under your control, the Vile Smasher deals 1 damage to target opponent. Okay. Next up is the... Ooh, this one looks... Oh, I just now noticed the mountain I don't know if you saw this, but the symbol of the mountain, like right here, is also in the center right here. And I just now noticed that with the swamp we got. So basic land symbol, and then we got the actual. This like the land's so cool. I like how they integrated the actual symbol within the art. That's pretty neat. All right, we got this alternate, the prosperity post for tyrant scorn for a blue black. Choose one. Destroy the target creature with mana value 3 or less, or return target creature to its owner's hand. Okay. Next up is Hypothesizzle for 3 blue red. Draw 2 cards and you may discard a non-land card. When you do, this deals 4 damage to target creature. Sure. Okay. So I assume we're just going to get 1 non-foil and 1 foil of those alternate art per collector's booster. But anyways. Ooh, we got our first mythic. We got Geralf the Fleshwright for 2 blue. Whenever you cast a spell during your turn other than your first spell that turn, create a 2/2 blue and black zombie rogue creature token. Okay. Whenever a zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each other zombie that entered the battlefield under your control that turn. That seems like it can be pretty powerful. Next up is a Spire Bluff Canal. It's a land. It enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands, and it adds blue or red. Cool. And I think I saw this in the spoilers, is that all these, like the lands that enter the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer, I think they all connect with each other to make one big art piece, which I think is really cool. So next up, ooh, we got Yuma, Proud Protector, for 5 red, green, white. That's expensive. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each land card in your graveyard. Okay, so it could be cheap too. So whenever this enters the battlefield or attacks, you may sacrifice a land. If you do, draw a card. Whenever a desert card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, create a 4/2 green plant warrior creature token with a reach. Okay. The artwork's pretty nice too. Now let's see what the token is. We got a clue. And then treasure. Yeah, okay. So it seems like it's out of the 2 that I've opened, it seems like the token, the double-sided token, one side's going to be treasured, the other side's going to be something else. So next up, we got Surgical Extraction for Phyrexian. Okay. So, Phyrexian black? I guess, because it says it can be either paid with a black or 2 life. So choose target card in a graveyard other than a basic land card. Search its owner's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that card and exile them. That player shuffles. Alright. And the last card for this pack is Fell the Mighty for 4 white. Destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power. So like a conditional wrath. Oh, the foil in this one looks really nice. I don't know why. Yeah, alright, that was the second pack. We got one more pack for this video. Yeah, I don't really recognize any of these cards. I mean, they all seem pretty cool. I mean, I say that with a lot of card sets and stuff I open up, but last pack, hopefully we end out strong. We got Mourner Surprise for 1 black. Return up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard to your hand. Create a 1/1 red mercenary creature token with tap. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Alright, we got a Drover Grizzly for 2 green. Whenever this attacks while saddled, creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. And then saddle is 1. Alright, we got a Mirage Mesa, a desert land. It enters the battlefield tap. As it enters, choose a color and then tap, add 1 mana of the chosen color. Alright, seems nice. Seems nice. Next up, we got a Lonely Arroyo, which is another desert. Enters battlefield tapped. When this enters battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target opponent. Okay. So I guess because of it enters battlefield tapped regardless, it's common. But then if there's like a conditional enters the battlefield tapped, it's a rare or something like that. So next up, we got an uncommon. Was it land? Yeah, the land was a common. We got Rattleback Apothecary for 2 black. Death Touch. Whenever you commit a crime, target creature you control gains your choice of menace or lifelink until end of turn. Alright, next up, we got a Gila Courser for 2 red. Whenever this attacks while saddled, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card, and it's saddle 1. Alright, we got a Metamorphic Blast for a blue. Spree. So I guess it's not just double, it can be single as well. So +1, until end of turn, target creature becomes a white rabbit with base power and toughness 1, or 0/1. And then +3, target player draws 2 cards. Alright, we got another mountain. Sure. We got Skewer the Critics for 2 red. Spectacle red, you may cast a spell for a spectacle cost rather than its mana cost if an opponent lost life this turn. So it deals 3 damage to any target. Alright. Next up is Clear Shot. I really like this artwork. For 2 green, target creature you control gets +1/+1 on the end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Alright, next up is Breaches the Blast Maker for 1 blue-red. So it has Menace. Whenever you cast the second spell each turn, you may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, flip a coin. When you win the flip, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for that copy. When you lose the flip, this deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target. So I guess depending on the spell or what on the board state, maybe losing the coin flip might be better. I think. Like also, like if it's a really good spell, then obviously you want to copy it as well. But I guess it really depends. Next up, we got Vraska Joins Up for black-green. That artwork looks cool. So when this enters the battlefield, put a Death Touch counter on each creature you control. Whenever a legendary creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Alright, makes sense. Next up, we got We Ride at Dawn for 2 white. Legendary creature spells you cast have Convoke. Whenever your commander attacks, create a 1/1 red mercenary creature token with tap. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Alright, let's see the token. We got a Human Warrior this time. And I assume a treasure token? Treasure token. Alright. So we got 2 cards left for this pack and video. This one, the penultimate one, is... Ooh, a mythic. Let's see. Anguished Unmaking. So, 1 white-black, I think. So exile target non-land permanent. You gain, or you lose 3 life. Alright, very, very straightforward. And the last card for this video is Bruce Taro, Roving Rancher for 2 red-white. Oxen you control have double strike. I wonder how many oxens there are in like Magic the Gathering in general. Surely not a lot, right? So it also says when this enters the battlefield or attacks, exile the top card of your library. If it's a land card, create a 2/2 white ox creature token. Otherwise, you may cast it until the end of your next turn. Okay. So I guess you can give that double strike as well, since it turns into a white ox creature. And oxen and ox, I assume they're the same thing. So yeah, that was the first 3 packs for my collector's boosters of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So don't know what else to expect, but yeah. And like I said before, I got it from a different source. I believe I got this one from TCG Player. Like, I think it's my first time buying from them for like a completely new and sealed product. I think I bought from them in the past, but they're usually singles, like single cards. But yeah, I decided to try it out. Let's see how it is. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.